made. Smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
What it do, people? You're now tuned in.
Popovich
TV.
TV. Oh yeah.
We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. To everybody else, you already know. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. And we in the end game because if you've been following Popovich TV, then you know I had the Boston Celtics winning the championship this year. And you know I had them winning last year. So I actually had them back-to-back, even though that didn't happen last year, but it did happen this year. However, you also know, if you've been following Popovich TV, that I jumped on the song Kysre and Luka with my guy Great Fire, and thus that changed my, opinion of who was going to win. And I actually bet my money on the Dallas Mavericks because they end up beating the team that beat the Denver Nuggets, which is the champions. All right, now, Jason Tatum, who's been spinning in the clip, right? He's been spinning in the clip for the narrative, and we spoke a little bit about him and his estranged relationship with his father, his relationship with his moms, et cetera, and how he is about to be a baby daddy 2 times. But more recently, since winning the championship, both of them, that is, Jason Tatum and JaYLeNBrowN, who this video was about, we see that when they came out for the parade, and now they the best around, and nothing's ever gonna keep you down. Like, they the best around. They put up, band of 18, and salute to them. Like I said, we had them, even though we didn't put our money on them. So a lot of people was talking about JaYLeNBrowN not being marketed. Stephen A., couple other people was going back and forth with him, like State Your Source. Him and Shannon Sharp, they was like, in this business, we can't do that, and I understand why. Obviously, if you're a reporter, et cetera, investigative reports on some Wu-Tang shit, right? You can't state who's giving you the information. However, my son, a couple other people, Isaiah Thomas, et cetera. He like, I've been mentoring JaYLeNBrowN and woo, he's a good kid, and And a lot of people didn't like that. They thinking Stephen A. putting out false information. But I agree, if that's the type of line of work you in, then, you can't really tell, your sources in the locker room, right? All right, cool. That aside, JaYLeNBrowN, like LeBron James, the ultimate warrior, after they came back down 3-1 on the Warriors, was trolling. And all through the parade, you see JaYLeNBrowN with the state your sauce. Like, who's in your ear telling you I ain't marketable? And we found out a lot about JaYLeNBrowN. One, that he's a super Tony Stark's smart individual, right? Like some MacGyver-ass brother, right? Went to Harvard and speaking at certain engagements and shit, and, pushing the culture forward in that sense. And I'm all for him, right? And I've been said, I would have taken JaYLeNBrowN over Jason Tatum. Go back and look at my other video, right? Like Kanye pulled up in the other bins. Go look at my other videos. You'll see I'm one of the first ones. Like, give me JaYLeNBrowN over Jason Tatum. No knock on Tatum. Just give me the Brown guy, right? So he did his victory lap, Won the MVP of the finals, won the MVP of the Eastern Conference playoffs finals, and then, won that chip. Like, your wrist bling bling, my shit bling blow. And not only did he troll Stephen A. and all other haters, right? He also popped up with a new joy. Look at what this side eye, and I don't know her name. I'm probably going to mess it up anyway. If you rock with the channel, I'll be messing people's names up. But we do know he was with Bernice Burgos, right? And a viral video was going viral with him. When they came out of a car, I guess it was snowing or whatever, had ice on the ground. She reached for him, but he didn't reach back. He didn't grab her arm and all that. And a lot of ladies in the comments, like, where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? It was looking like, she need to leave him. He don't look like he really protective, and you could tell a lot by his body language and boo-hoo-hoo and we don't care about that. So now they're not together, right? Allegedly. And I'm only speaking about it in the sense of, listen, I know a lot of the older IG models and a lot of the older ladies was looking like they was winning for a while. copping up or snatching up the little young brothers, know what I mean, with the millions. And all that's cool. You could date who you want. You could get who you can get and get in where you're gonna fit in at, right? But when I first seen it, I didn't really think it was a story. But one, she been around on some Tupac shit. There's no hate on her, but she has spun the block, right? Talking about Bernice, right? She has spun the block. She is older, and although she looked good with the the surgeries and all that or whatever she got done, it only was for fun. We ain't really see, well, I didn't. I ain't really see no future. And she was going to pop up with no kids. They was going to be together for forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I didn't think that. And so now they're not together. He got a younger joint. She played basketball. And the thing is this, though, right? For the ladies that got your bodies done, you did XYZ, you had your children already. When you go under them knives and all that and you become, what you consider the best version of yourself, you don't want to pop out no more babies. Whether the guy's rich or not, it can throw you back under the table and just, transform you back. You don't still want to take those chances, those anesthesias and having people cut you this way and cut you that way just because you want to produce a baby. And the older you get, we know that the chances are is on a decline, that you probably won't because there's too many risk factors. And JaYLeNBrowN looked like he want to have kids, maybe not as quick as Jason Tatum, you know what I mean? And popping out 2 baby daddies. Obviously, he with LMA, and now, there's no rings, there's no marry before you carry, and gotcha, bitch. Got 2 baby, got 2 kids now, you know what I mean, from two different chicks. Jalen on the other end, you know what I mean, like I said, on some Tony Stark shit, it's like, I'm gonna probably play it a little different with this $300 million that Boston just gave me, you know what I'm saying? We see him out there rallying in the protests when all of the George Floyd and Black Lives Matter and all them things different going on like that. It looked like he's going to approach it a little different, and I salute that. But, ladies, when you do swoop in, with your Kruger self, right? And you scoop up a young brother, you got to think that he probably going to want kids in the future. And, I think they was dating maybe a year, maybe 2 years. I'm not even sure. I know, it was real quick and brief, And now he on to the next one. Found out that he Muslim, see him at the press conference talking about just keep reciting the duas. And he seemed like a different type of brother. And although we supposed to get married, we not going to knock him. We going to give him a chance to grow. Ain't nobody perfect, you know what I'm saying? But, I didn't think it was going to last long. And, for the ladies that's thinking you're going to do the same, what's the lady, Brittany Renner, or the other chick that got Jalen Green, and she same son as her age. See them walking down the street in Hollywood. I guess TMZ rolled up on them. And she like, we not worrying about what other people think. We keeping it positive. She wanted the baby. Obviously, Jalen Green wanted the baby. And he like, we ain't worrying about that. I guess he got it tatted. She got him tatted. And it's looking like it might work. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does work for them. You know what I mean? But that ain't going to be everybody. That ain't going to be everybody's situation. Everybody ain't going to cop no, NBA player making $300 million and you in your later years and they in their younger years, and they ain't gonna want no family. You're gonna want a family, you're gonna want a chick or a woman to ride with you, but that's also on your program. So that's my thoughts. You let me know what your thoughts in the comments, but you know what it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.